Hello. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, what are you supposed to go away? Let's start over. Hi guys, good evening. My name is Elsie Daisy and this is Essentials for Life. I welcome you. If you're new here, you've been missing out. You just have to subscribe, like and share this video. And if it's not your first time, thank you so much fam for your support. Thank you so much for everything you're doing for me. Thank you for sharing these videos. I'm grateful. And I'm here to talk about something very important tonight. Of course, this channel is about essentials, is about important things in life. Yes, so today I want to talk about some of the things that we as people that are in lockdown can be doing. I mean, everyone knows that being confined in one space is not the easiest thing that anyone can go through. It's usually tough, and I know in prisons, if there's a biggest punishment is taking you away from everyone and putting you in self-isolation. So I know this is a difficult time for a lot of you, but I'm here with something very, very exciting to tell you that you can do in this few days that we have to be self-isolated. And I have some few tips that I want to give. So the first tip that I want to say is, as you're in this self-isolation, I know a lot of things you can be thinking of, a lot of things, thoughts can come through your head. The best you can do for yourself is to keep yourself busy. How do you keep yourself busy? For me, I found out that since we don't always okay, so since we're in this self-isolation and it's not a pleasant feeling to be away from everything, and some of you are staying on your own, some of you have family members around you, which is actually good because you get to go through this thing together. You shout at each other, play, and sometimes all sorts of things that kind of keep you sane. But I want you to use this time wisely. Don't waste it, because 21 days is a long time for you to sit around and do nothing. Actually, some people somewhere, I once heard that scientists found out that you can actually develop a habit in 21 days. So this 21 days shouldn't be a time to just sit around on TV and watch Netflix and watch all the YouTube videos or watch all the content on social media. It's actually time to be productive. I'm not saying don't watch videos, don't watch YouTube, don't watch TV, but there's got to be a time for everything. So I'm just gonna give you some few tips tonight on how I would want you, or how I would recommend you spend your time during this lockdown. So one of the tips that I have is, actually the first tip that I have tonight is, you find time to exercise. The reason why I'm saying you should find time to exercise is because you are used to going out there, walking or doing stuff, or when you go to your place of work, you kind of interact and go around walking every time. And actually discovered that there's this smartwatch that we have, and every time you walk around it records your steps. So if my husband is wearing that smartwatch, most of the times he comes back home and it tells him you've walked 10,000 steps. Sometimes it's actually exercise. That's exercise enough for you to have walked around that much to keep your body in good shape. But in this particular time, all of us are inside, you're locked up. You have to find a way of getting your body still active and to still be in good shape by exercising. So people might think, okay, how do I do that? So there are lots of YouTube channels or YouTube videos that you can look around online for, and get yourself something that works for you and start exercising every morning. Or it doesn't have to be every morning, maybe once in a 2 times or 3 times a week. Make sure you are still active, your body is still active. So the second thing I'd come up with that you can use in this lockdown period is, make sure for you to stay sane, call people, find out how people are doing. I know you've been busy throughout the year. When the year started, you were so busy trying to pick up your life and going to work, or if you're doing school, you were busy with school, that there are times you wouldn't really have time to speak to people. But I feel this is the best time to actually call people. This is the best time to rekindle some relationships. This is the best time to find out how your old friend is doing. Get in touch with people and get yourself talking with people. It's actually good for you, especially if you're staying alone. You need that that touch, that connection with people to keep you sane. And another thing that I want you to do to be productive in this time is make sure you find a skill that you would learn. It's easier to sleep, it's easier just to eat and sit around and watch TV, but you can use this time to actually learn a new skill. Right now, okay, I've been playing a guitar for some time, but I'm not really like a pro. But I decided that this time around I'm just going to make sure that I get my guitar skills in place. By the time I come out of this 21 days of lockdown, you'll see me, I'll play I'll play a song on this channel to show you that I utilized my time well, and I made sure that I learned something. So maybe you had something already that you were learning. Just make sure you continue doing it. Make sure you even put more time and work in that particular thing right now. You didn't have time for it because you were working, now you have all the time to actually do it. So make sure you learn a skill, something that you can do. And some people, so I said, okay, I talked about the musical instrument. Some people might it might be writing. You've always wanted to learn how to write, or blogging, or YouTube channel or something. This is actually the best time to start. And another thing that I would recommend that you do in this particular time is, there are a lot of online courses that you can actually learn, free online courses. Sometimes you don't have to get a certificate. It's the knowledge that you're gaining that is going to make you better. So there are a lot of online courses out there that you can search, in the field that you like, listen to them, learn what you can learn, build up your knowledge, and that will help you out someday, somehow, when we get out of this. And another thing that I want you to make time for is, I know it's also part of being productive, is to find time to break some bad habits. Why am I saying this? I know there are things that you've always wanted to leave, you've always wanted to stop, but there are so many things that were around you, influencing you to do stuff. So in this time that you're alone, self-isolated, I would recommend that you'd list down things that you feel you don't want to continue doing in your life, and find a way of breaking them. And the good thing is you're not going to be distracted by anyone out there if you choose not to be distracted, because you're not going to meet people. Or if you were in a habit of maybe smoking, you don't want to do it anymore, and this is actually the best time to actually stop. So I would say make a list of things that you feel are bad habits, look at them carefully, make sure that you tick things that you can and follow through and stop. It's actually the best time because you're home and you have all the time to think about these things. And another thing that I would want you to do is to find things that will exercise your brain, things that will trigger your brain to think, like playing games and solving puzzles, board games. Just find something that you can exercise your brain with, even books, reading books. Find things that will challenge you. Yes, things that will challenge you.
Yes, challenge is the word.
Books that will challenge you, games that will challenge you, things that will exercise your brain all the time. Don't sit around and get lazy and you know become down. This is joking, but yeah. And another thing that I would want you to learn, or I would recommend, that's the word, recommend you to actually start doing, is decluttering. I know decluttering in all kind of ways. So there's decluttering in your home, decluttering your PC, decluttering your phone. I know there's so many pictures in your phone. Some of them you downloaded them from WhatsApp. Some of them I don't know where you got them from, but they are not necessarily supposed to be in your phone. Find time to go through them, delete all that you don't need, unnecessary things, get out of groups that are not going to help you on WhatsApp. Just go through and declutter your life. If you have a closet, look around. There are things that you haven't been wearing for a long time. Clean up. Make your environment clean, because it's also going to help you to be comfortable in that space, to enjoy the space that you're in. So make sure you declutter everything. I would recommend that you start with your closet, and then when you're done with your closet, make sure your house is in order. Sit down, declutter your phone, declutter your PC, and make sure that everything is in order. I know even your PC, your desktop is lots of things on it. You can even put things in folders and stuff. It really helps to clear your mind as well. I don't know about you, but that happens to me a lot. Like if things around me are not in order, most of the times my brain gets into this mode, like it's so bad. So I always want to make sure that things around me are in order before I actually sit down and do something. And my husband is my witness.
Of course.
So make sure you declutter, and that will help you to even declutter your brain. It will help you so much. And another thing that I would recommend you to do is make time for prayer, make time for the word. Set a time. You can set a time in the morning, set a time at night to read the word and pray. I'm not just saying this as something that everyone says, oh, we should do. It's very important to actually build yourself up in the word in this time, because I think that is even the most important thing. If you can spend your time more on building yourself up in the word of God and in prayer, the results that comes out of it are much more than any of these things that I've been talking about. So apart from the things that I've been talking about, make sure you spend so much time reading the word of God and in prayer. Join groups. Like right now we have a group, we are doing Bible studies, we're challenging each other to reading the Bible every day, and we discuss at night on the platform. If you want to join in, you can inbox me, you can tell me if you want to be part of this group. I can help you to be part of this group. We have a book club online that people are sharing books and they're reading. Part of being productive. We have a business network. If you're into business, we have these people that are like-minded and in one group and talking about stuff. So instead of you wasting your time every day, make sure you find yourself places like those. I know with prayer and reading the word, you need to partner with someone for the sake of accountability. So make sure you have your time set aside and have people around you that you can do this with. If you're with your family, call your family. 1 hour, you study the word and pray. for students, make sure you have time to study. I know most of you think, okay, well, it's time to rest and sleep anyhow, wake up whatever time I want, bye bye to lectures or projects. This is a time for you to catch up. This is a time for you to look back and study all the things that your lectures were, teaching you when the schools were on. Make sure you have your time set every day for studying, because you might just lose time, and then by the time you get back to school you're already about to write exams, and you know what, this might just be one of those days that you get a distinction. So make sure you find your time to rest as well as find time to study. Yeah. And now the last thing that I would recommend that you do is to find time to be on your own without your phone. Sometimes switch off your phone, switch off everything that is talking around you. Sit down and meditate. Meditate on the word of God. Meditate upon about your life. Meditate about your future. Meditate about where you're coming from and everything that you've always wanted to be. Think about where things didn't go well, and see how, find solutions on how you can fix those things. You have all this time on your hand. I know some of you are working, but you still have time weekend. You still have time in the evening after your work. I mean, you're working at home, so it's easier now, so it's not like you'll be tired traveling around. So make sure you find yourself time to actually rediscover yourself, rediscover who you are, and you will find peace in this. Yeah. So after you have found time to rediscover yourself, make sure you have a book, something to write in, or even your phone or your tablet, whatever it is that you can write these things in. Set goals. So whatever I've talked about here, I've talked about exercise, I've talked about decluttering, I've talked about calling people, I've talked about learning new skills, praying, online courses, have time for games. Oh, and actually I have forgot, you need time to have fun as well. Yes, fun is good. Fun is very good to keep you sane in this time. So find time for fun. Not just watching TV. I mean, like fun, like family fun time, family yourself fun time. You can even spoil yourself by doing your own manicure, pedicure, whatever it is you want to do. You do dress ups, all those kind of things. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun is actually very important. But now, after everything is said and done, you need to set goals for these things. Have a book, write it somewhere. Every day you have this plan to reach that goal. So let's say you want to learn a new skill. So your goal would be, by the time you come out of this lockdown, or on the 21st day, you should have mastered, maybe for me, like the guitar. I was remaining with some few chords that I wanted to learn. So I should have mastered that I'll be able to play any song on the guitar. Maybe you have other things that maybe you might uh, set goals for, whatever it is, like prayer. You might even say, I will study the word of God, let's say from Matthew to Liberations, or set goals that are going to be, specific, that are going to, you're going to be able to measure them. Make sure they're time bound. They're in between the times that we are setting. I mean, if it's a lockdown period, make sure it's something that you can achieve in this lockdown period. Okay, even more if you want to take it further after the lockdown period, but just make sure it's something that you can easily measure, that is achievable, that is specific. You know exactly what you're trying to achieve. So in, let's say, in terms of online classes, you might say, I want to finish, let's say, an accounting course uh, at a certificate level. Then whatever I'm going to be doing from today, it's going to be helping me achieve that goal. So writing things down can help you every day to actually tick things. If you achieve something, or if you're able to finish a task, you tick it. You can even do a to-do list for the rest of the day. In the morning, you have A, B, C, D that you're going to do. That is just going to help you also to keep track of your activities throughout the day. And the first day might not be that easy. Try it. You might miss out some 2 3 things. Don't give up. Second day, go for it again. Make a to-do list for the day. Before you sleep at night, make sure you have a list of things that you want to do the next morning. After that, you come back to eat at night, check if you've achieved everything. All the things that you didn't achieve, review why is it that I didn't achieve this. That is just going to help you spend these beautiful days in lockdown productively. It's going to help you, even gain more instead of going insane. And yeah, because it can be hectic being in isolation for a very long time. So get yourself busy. That's the only way you can beat this. Get yourself busy. Yes. So if you have any questions or any comment or any additional thing that you think that people should be doing this lockdown, please drop it down in the comment box. I'm ready to read it. I'll even reply you. But let's get ourselves out. Not out. We're not going out. But let's get ourselves in our in our spaces productive. Let's get to be productive. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Yeah, I don't want you to regret this time. Let this time be the best time. And some of you are married. It's actually the best time to spend time with your spouses. You can even make these goals together. Don't make them separately. Make them goals together. Achieve them together. It will even bring you closer and bond you guys. So yeah, this was me from Essentials for Life. Make sure you tuned in, subscribe, and like. More videos are coming. Thank you very much. Bye.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.